Hello and welcome to another episode of Husker Dive. I'm here with Camilla Johannessen, pronounced the English way, not the Norwegian way. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for coming on. So speaking about the English versus Norwegian way to pronounce this is interesting. You're from Norway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my freshman year, so just came here.
Okay, cool. And you're on the women's rifle team.
Yeah, correct.
Cool. So how did you get to Nebraska from Norway?
Well, it's kind of interesting because I didn't really know much about Nebraska before I came here, but my coach back home went to the University of Kentucky on the rifle team for one
Hmm.
year. So he kind of got in touch. My coach here now competed against him when he was there. So
Mm.
he had contacts and well, I decided I wanted to go here and he put me in touch with the coaches we were considering and then Coach
Okay.
Miles made me very safe to come here. So
Yeah, nice. Is rifle shooting like a big deal in Norway or?
it's it's kind of funny because I thought it would be I we say in Norway that like yeah it's bigger in the States and I come here and they're like yeah it's bigger in Europe. So I mean like I would say it's relatively big, but we have a national branch of shooting, which is very different from what we do here, because this is like the Olympic sport.
Hmm.
But the national branch of shooting in Norway is fairly big, like because you can do it from your about like I started when I was 7,
Oh
and
wow.
my grandpa still competes and he's like 80. So
Dang.
it yeah. So a lot of people are members in the, yeah, I don't know how to say it in English, but the national branch. But the Olympic is not as big. It's very a tight community.
Wow. Shoot. So is it like kind of a family thing that got you into it?
Yeah, for me it was both my parents and my grandpa were shooting, and then my parents also met on a shooting competition in like nationals. So
Oh, that's
I
cool.
went to, yeah.
That's sweet. So you said you started when you were 7 years old, like shooting and stuff. Because I've never heard of like somebody training for shooting at the age of 7. And
Yeah.
what does that look like growing up training for that?
So I guess it's my parents, they didn't really like want me to do shooting because they didn't want to force me to do what they did.
Hmm.
But to me, my sister, she's just 1 year older, and we tried a lot of sports, and somehow we just ended up there anyways. So yeah, so we started with the national branch because that's what my parents did. So we would just shoot prone, like when you lay on your stomach,
Hmm.
and we would have like a support thing to hold our gun because we weren't strong enough to hold it. And yeah, we would just do that for a few years. And then as we grew older, like 11 maybe, we started doing like the like kneeling position, which
Mm.
is more advanced. And then we eventually started standing, and then we got into the Olympic sports too to be more challenging.
Wow. Yeah, and the standing is the hardest, right? Because there's the least, like it requires the most balance and
Yeah,
everything. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been hunting in Nebraska?
Not in Nebraska. At home, I have always gone with my dad hunting and my grandpa when he did it too.
Okay, what did you guys hunt?
We hunt moose and deer.
Oh, shoot.
I'm
Okay.
sure people, my roommates are from Nebraska and they've told me about the different types of deer. I only know it's called deer. So I don't know which one we have, but we only have one, I think.
Well, and moose, those are huge. So,
Yeah, those are very big. It's
mm-hmm.
really nice. We live on a farm, so we have our forest, so we hunt with them. I guess the people living on the farms around us. So it's very nice.
Nice. That sounds fun. So what was Norway like? I mean, I feel like not a ton of people know about Norway.
No, probably not. I mean, I would say we're pretty big on like nature, and our culture is very different from here. It's been
Mm,
a big change for me just coming here just in terms of like not even just like food and like those type of things, but how people act. Like
mm-hmm.
here everyone would say like, "Oh, hi, how are you?" And I've never done that in Norway before.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, because it's more like you mind your own business. You just like walk your way and you don't sit next to people on the bus and you don't, I know, not as friendly, I would say. So a lot of people coming into Norway would probably say it's a bit like closed society, but I've grown up there, so for me it's very normal.
Mm-hmm.
We're big on like traditions too. So it's
Mm,
very like I would say we do the same things all the time and we don't like when we have to change them.
mm-hmm. Hmm. I didn't know that. I didn't know that it was more like if you're walking, you don't I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, no. It's I don't even know why. It's just like you mind your own business and you don't talk to strangers. And here
Mm-hmm.
everyone's like asking you how you are and I'm like
Well,
I'm
that's
good.
I feel like that's more Nebraska people too than anything because I live in
Exactly.
Virginia right now, and
Yeah.
Virginia people are like that too. But then when I lived in like Michigan and Indiana, I mean, there were some people like that, but not as many as down in Virginia and Nebraska. So I
Yeah.
feel like it just depends where you're at as well.
Yeah, probably. I mean, if you're really like out in I don't know what the word is, like really rural areas in
Mm-hmm.
Norway, then it's probably different too. Then everyone will probably like say hey and ask how you are and talk to you for like an hour. But in more like city places, I guess I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. Um, so you were saying that your grandpa in Norway still competes at the age of 80.
Yeah.
That's just got it. That's just wild to me.
Yeah, it's very cool. I mean, I really like growing up and going to competitions with your parents and grandparents. I've always
Mm-hmm.
been very important to me, like family's pretty big for me. So
Mm-hmm.
I always appreciated that. But he's getting a little bit too old now, so probably won't shoot much longer. Because like they're when you get old, like their backs, because you have to they only shoot prone when you get old.
Mm.
But still having to get down and up from the floor, it's a little bit challenging for them. So
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. He's still doing it at the age of 80. That's
yeah.
crazy. Um, so you said family like means a lot to you and everything. Are you able to see them a decent amount still or no?
Well, I would say well, not while I'm here, but I
Mm-hmm.
talk to them on the phone almost every day.
Oh,
So
that's good.
yeah, my sister just started college at TCU too.
Mm.
So we're kind of in the same boat.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, at least we're in the same time zone and it's not too bad. It's just we both me and my sister moved away from home when we were 15 to go to like a high school in Norway to do sports.
Uh,
Because like sports, we don't have the same opportunities as we have here. That's
mm,
pretty much why we both attended college because you can't really do uni and do sports at like the same amount and get the same like here when we get like the nutritionist to help us and like treatments and all that
mm-hmm.
stuff you can't really get that at home if you're not like the top four in Norway
Oh,
and that's still
wow.
so
Yeah. Huh. So is it so you guys went to like almost like a charter school type of thing to go compete and train?
yeah
Okay.
probably I don't know what the word means but
Oh,
probably
it's like where people it's kind of like college but for high schools or like you
yeah
go live in like a dorm room and stuff.
yeah
Okay.
yeah yeah
Okay.
probably like that because we all lived in an apartment and we had like I think there's like six of the school around the country, and
Mm,
we have six or seven different sports too. So
okay.
everyone's kind of in the same boat.
Cool. What other sports did you play?
I mean, I tried soccer briefly, track and field, dancing. Um, can't say I was very good at it. Um, yeah, I can't really think of anything else right now, but I remember we doing like gymnastics.
Mhm.
Just tried everything we really could with like the elementary school we went to too was very small.
Okay.
So you tried everything that it offered, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. And in Norway, is it more like the Olympic sports are popular than
Um, I'm not sure if I would say that. It's kind of like so handball and football or soccer. That's the two main sports in Norway. And then like yeah, what else do people do? Like ice hockey.
Mm,
It's fairly big. I mean, gymnastics is also, I wouldn't, it's probably close to as big as those, but soccer and handball is like, that's what everyone does when we're kids.
mm-hmm.
Like, you have to choose one of those, really.
Handball, they don't have
Yeah,
that in
I love
America that much, but that looks like I love watching that on the
yeah.
Olympics and stuff. That looks so much fun to me.
Yeah, I agree. It looks very fun. I did
Hmm
do it when I was young, but probably wasn't a star at that either.
Hey, well, you found something obviously because you're a
Yeah.
Division One athlete. So,
Yeah.
um, was it weird coming to America then and seeing like American football?
Yeah, I've never seen that before. I know some of my friends at home did watch like Super Bowl and stuff, but
Hmm
I've never seen it because I didn't get it.
hmm
But that was odd. The games are very long.
Yeah, yes, they are. All right. So I saw also on your profile that you're a big fan of Formula One and biathlons.
Yeah.
So what got you into those?
Well, I mean, it's more like I really love sports, like I've always done, and just watching them with my dad does like, especially around Christmas too, like because in Norway, I would say I forgot to say that, but skiing, like cross country skiing,
Mm.
that's like the national sport.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's like we're very good at it too. So they
Mm-hmm.
always so that's why our whole population watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So those things watching that at Christmas and biathlon is like a little bit shooting. So I find it more exciting than just skiing.
Mm-hmm.
Formula One was just more like my friends started watching it and then that was very cool. And I
Yeah.
have a cousin who does racing, so
Oh,
just got into it.
nice. So the biathlon, that's the skiing with the shooting, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's so many different like triathlons, biathlons, duathlons. There's so many different ones.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there is. I always get asked if I do biathlon,
Do you?
especially at home. No, I don't.
Oh,
I only
okay.
shoot without this, but I would like to. But I'm
Yeah.
not like to ski. So
Are you planning to move back to Norway after school?
I think my family would like so.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. We'll see what happens, but probably.
Okay, cool. And I know that you're majoring in business management, right?
Yeah.
Is there like an end goal with that, or do you want to get into shooting after like continue your shooting career after school or
It's kind of hard because I like you can't really live up shooting, at least in Norway.
mm,
There's not really many ways to go about it if you're not on the Olympic team. And even
mm-hmm,
they get like not a lot of money to be that good.
mm,
So it's very limited. Like you need to be the best or you need to like work. And that's why
mm-hmm.
I came here because then I can like study and so at least I will have an education by the time I'll see if I want to continue or not.
Okay,
Because it's
yeah.
do that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Business.
you could be like your grandpa and shoot until you're 80 years old too.
Well, yeah, yeah, I could do that. I think I would like to do the national branch when I stop doing the Olympic ones again.
Yeah. So, for the national branch, so that is like you said, that's like what Norway does more.
Yeah.
So what like does that lead to the Olympics or no?
And no, that's just like I think they do it a little bit in Denmark and some in Sweden too. But that's
Okay.
like the only thing really. We shoot with a bigger like caliber
Mm,
and the guns have way less like adjustments. Like the ones we shoot with here are very like you can customize it and adjust it a lot to
hmm
you and your body, but those are like a wooden stock and like a barrel. So
Okay.
not much to do, but the caliber we do shoot with outside when you start with when you're like 13, you do use those in 300-meter in like the world championships and European championships. So
Okay.
you can go somewhere with it too. It's just like not the same.
Yeah. Yeah. This question's kind of a little bit different, but what was like your biggest adjustment coming from Norway to America?
Mm, I would say maybe the easy answer is probably just to say like the food.
Yeah.
Because like everything's so different and I'm still adjusting to that because I'm not like I don't know, Norwegians are probably a little bit special. So even like tacos, it's not
hmm
the same. And like that's
Oh.
not even Norwegian, it's just like so Norwegianified at home.
hmm
So like none of the food kind of tastes the same.
Hmm. What is Norwegian food like?
I mean, we eat a lot of bread.
Okay.
And then I maybe would I would probably say that that's not as good here. I I haven't really found it's not like the same like a lot of fresh baked bread,
Hmm.
and you would probably have that for like breakfast and lunch, and then you would have some like warm food for dinner. So here going at like we athletes eat at the training table,
Hmm.
and getting like warm food for lunch is like, I don't know, feel very lucky. Feels like it's a weekend.
Yeah, yeah. What's your favorite food you found? It's like a new food that you found in America so far.
I mean, I like bagels. And like it's a cinnamon raisin one and with like cream cheese, and I've never had that before, and it's very, very good.
Yeah, bagels are good. They're underrated. I like the
Yeah,
everything bagels the best.
yeah.
And then this is gonna make me sound like a kid, but I put strawberry cream cheese on mine.
Yeah, no, I've had that too. That's good. We don't have that at home either.
And then I know that Nebraska does this weird thing where a big popular dish there is like cinnamon rolls and chili. Have you had that yet?
Oh, but I've heard about it.
Yeah,
I
I've
think
never
it
had
is
it, but
kind of odd.
it sounds so weird, but everybody swears it's good.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if I will try it, but yeah.
Yeah. Have you had Chipotle?
I think I have actually. I think I've been there once because we have like Husker bucks where we can get food in the
Hmm.
weekends. I believe I've been there once.
Okay, because the question we ask most people is if they like Chipotle or Qdoba better, and then we ask if they've been to Agave and if they like that better.
Okay, I have not gotten the second thing you said. What did you call it?
Qdoba?
Yeah, I haven't gotten that, but I
Mhm.
would say I've been to Agave a couple of times, and I would say that's better than Chipotle.
Okay. What's your go-to?
I've only gotten like bowls.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm. Chicken or
but
steak?
chicken.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very, I don't know. That's kind of new food for me too. Because
Yeah.
even Mexican food at home doesn't taste Mexican, I would say.
What
Not
is Mexican food like at home?
well, I mean, like when we have like taco in Norway, we have Friday taco. That's like the day everyone in Norway eat taco. And we're like one of the top consumers in the world of
Hmm.
taco. Yeah,
That's
it's very
funny. I
weird.
never would have thought that.
No, I don't think anyone would. It's very weird, but it's very good.
Hmm.
So it's just like I guess ground beef, and we have like spices. I really like them, or like crispy chicken,
Hmm.
and I don't know, corn, lettuce. Some people are weird though. Like my two best friends, their families eat like grapes on their taco, and the other one eats macaroni. And I don't think I
What?
could ever do that. Yeah, I know. I don't think I could do it, but it's like people have stuff, weird stuff in Norway too.
Grapes and mac and cheese on a taco?
Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah, I've
yeah.
not tried that.
No, I have, and I don't think I will do it again. Not my cup of tea.
Yeah, no. Okay, so this is another food question I have. If you had to eat only one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Ooh. Um, okay, well, since I came here, maybe bagels. Because like you can make them more food too. You can make like a pizza out of them.
Yeah, you can.
Hmm.
Bagels are a good choice. You get like a breakfast sandwich too. You can put like eggs in
Yeah.
between. Hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with bagel.
That's funny. Um, okay. And then this is a different question, but I'm just curious. I've never heard Norwegian before. Can like you introduce yourself in Norwegian?
Ja, jeg kan. Ok. Hei, jeg heter Camilla. Jeg er 17 år. Nei, jeg er 19. Og jeg kommer fra Norge og går på college i Nebraska.
What did you say?
I just said I'm like, hi, I'm Camilla. And I said 17 and I meant 19. But I'm I'm from Norway and I go to college in Nebraska.
Okay, wow, that was impressive. I never heard that before.
Yeah, no, my team is like it too. I'm trying to teach them how to count and hopefully by I'm done here, someone can speak a little bit.
Yeah, that'd be good. Dang. Do most Norwegians like learn English or is that just you?
Yeah, no, we learn it in school. So I probably started learning it in like fourth grade, fifth grade.
Okay.
And then I've had it until like the last 2 years of my high school. I only had German and Norwegian.
So how many languages do you speak?
I only speak three, but I wouldn't say I'm definitely not as fluent in German as I am in English.
Yeah, okay, but still only three. I took 4 years of Spanish in high school, and that's about it.
Yeah. No, but it's kind of like, I don't know. I mean, in general, like we kind of need to know English,
Mm.
and German is not too different from that, I would say.
From
So at
English?
least, yeah, I think it's also kind of close to Norwegian too, like just like the way the language is built.
Mm.
Um, so I don't think it's too bad. Like most people in Norway have to learn three languages throughout their 13 years of school before a university.
Wow. Dang, that's impressive. I feel like America should do more of that. I mean, I know that Spanish is definitely becoming a bigger thing, um, but I feel like it's not as big of a push as other countries.
Yeah.
Um, if you were stranded on an island and you could only bring three things, what would you bring?
Okay, maybe I would bring Cece, my teammate, because
Okay.
she can fly.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can
yeah,
bring
yeah.
like a little plane for her to
Mm-hmm.
fly me and snacks.
What snacks other than bagels?
Oh, no, in Norway we have when we that may also sound weird, but we eat candy on Saturdays. Like we
Only
call
on
it
Saturdays?
Saturday candy. It's like when you're a kid, you can only have candy on a Saturday. Like you probably would get some on a Friday too, but like it's mainly Saturday candy. That's what we call it. Sounds
What?
better in Norwegian, I promise. But I would probably take that because I really miss that here because it's not like the same.
Mm-hmm. Huh. That's funny. You guys got Taco Friday and Saturday candy.
Yeah.
Hmm. That's funny. Yeah, you said you guys were very tradition, like stick to tradition. So I guess that would be the case with those.
Yeah, I'm excited to have it when I get home for Christmas.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun. Do people
Yeah.
in Norway do they celebrate Christmas in Norway
Yeah.
on the same
Christmas is
day?
like very big. December 24th.
Oh, okay. They celebrate on the 25th here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have like for us we celebrate like every Sunday in
Mm-hmm.
December or like the 4 Sundays before Christmas.
Mm.
And then it's like little Christmas Eve is like the 23rd. And then on
Okay.
the 24th you have like the whole day where you like watch Disney and eat candy, I guess, and like marzipan and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then your family comes, you have dinner and you open gifts.
Oh, that's cool. That is a bigger deal there then. Oh, because you have all the Sundays. That's cool.
Yeah.
Um, I was gonna say, um, is your family gonna come to America at any point to watch you and your sister compete?
I'm not sure. My coach actually asked me that too, because we're doing the PRC championship, the conference in I think February. And
Mm-hmm.
both me and my sister and another Norwegian guy we went to our high school with is all gonna compete. So they were asking if they were gonna come. Probably not, but they might come at some point. I don't know.
Yeah.
They came here to drop us off. So
Okay.
yeah, so they kind of at least seen some of it.
Mm-hmm. What was like your first initial impression of Nebraska when you got here?
Um, when we were flying, I only saw corn. So I was like, nice. That was kind of weird. But like when I first got here and I got like the tour at the stadium and everything, I just feel very lucky to have the opportunity to be here because I know that I this would never be possible for me at home. And just like all the opportunities we're given like within athletics too, and like because we have like life skills and they help
Mm.
us like resumes and like do volunteer work and I've only done like some of it, but still it's very rewarding. So
Yeah.
I feel very lucky to be here.
Well, Nebraska's lucky to have you. Um, what's your like, so you said volunteer work and everything. Is there something that like you're super passionate about at volunteering?
So like at home, I haven't done it a lot because it's not. like what I've heard here, it's not the same at home.
Mm,
So like I've always wanted to help others, but we've never had really like except cleaning the streets with from trash. That's probably
mhm,
like the only thing we really do in our like throughout school. But here we had one event called Husker Heroes,
mhm,
where children and adults with disabilities came with their families. And that whole day was so nice. And we
mm,
went to the retirement home and did like reverse trick or treating.
mm.
And that also just like seeing how happy people get just by like seeing us really made me miss my grandparents and
Oh, yeah.
very nice.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah, I saw a couple videos of the Husker Heroes thing. And that's cool that you guys all get to do that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's very good.
Mm-hmm. Um, what are some of your favorite hobbies outside of your sport?
Um, my favorite hobbies is probably like when I was young, I was very creative. So I would make like especially for Christmas and stuff, I would make gifts for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe just doing something creative or usually I just like watching sports and being with my friends and like now my teammates. It's
Yeah,
mostly what I do.
nice. Were you like into like what kind of gifts would you make? Was it more like crafty or
Probably, yeah.
yeah, cool. That's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
we last night me and my wife did like this little thing where it was like these little painting, I forget what they're called. But like you like watercolor paint and you switch
Yeah.
every 5 minutes and then you add on to each other's paintings.
Yeah. I've
It
seen
was
that. Yeah.
yeah, it was funny.
Yeah. No,
But
I
she's
really
really
like
good
it.
and I'm really bad, so yeah. What is your favorite movie?
That's kind of hard. I really like Fast and Furious, those
Okay.
movies. I really love them. Probably watched them too many times. Um, yeah, I don't know if I can think of a really good one other than that, so I'm gonna stick with that.
Okay, which Fast and Furious? Because there's so many of them.
I know. Like I really like the first one. I thought those were probably like the better because I really liked Paul Walker.
Okay.
Died. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Um, what about your favorite type of music?
I'm like a person who listens to everything. I wouldn't say I have like a very good like taste in music. Like since I came here, I've started to listen to more country, which I've
Hmm.
never done before. So it's really just like what my teammates play at the range that kind of gets to me.
Oh, nice. Do you like any, is Norwegian music very different from American music?
I've been asked that quite a lot actually, but we do have a lot of like the same, like the big hits are the
Hmm.
same. But then like we obviously have like Norwegian music too, but it's still like pop. It's not like very weird. It's just like they sing in Norwegian.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a
Cool.
lot of the same, but some different.
Hmm. Which uh which country artist was your favorite that you've learned so far?
Oh, I don't even know the names. I probably should. Maddie would have wanted me to know, but I don't.
Hey, well, that's okay. You got a lot of time to learn them.
Yeah.
And you'll have to introduce them to Norwegian music then.
Yeah, I will. I've been showing them because I've been showing them some of the songs. Our last month of high school, we have like I guess, graduation celebration where
Hmm.
I guess I'm not gonna go too deep in it, but it's like a party for a month, really.
Oh,
And
wow.
people use a lot of money to buy like songs and like clothes and everything. And I've been showing them some of the songs that have like some English in them. They've been liking it.
Oh,
So
nice.
I'm gonna eventually transition into just Norwegian.
Yeah, there you go. And after they learn the language too.
Yeah,
Um, so a party for a month for graduation.
yeah,
Dang, that's
yes.
crazy.
It is crazy. I went to like the private athlete school. So for us it was like prohibited. A lot of people
Mm,
did it, but it was like I was in a training camp in Denmark for like 1.5 of the weeks.
mm,
Um and I was also sick through that the whole period. Most of us were because after COVID, they didn't have that celebration for 2 years. So we
mm.
were like the first graduating class in like 2 or 3 years that had all the same events like that we usually do. So
Mhm.
everyone got sick.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
Um, that's so cool though that you guys do that. I haven't heard that. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, people find it very cool.
Yeah, for sure. It sounds like Norway is like much more, I don't know, it's like fun, it sounds like.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's cool here too, but it's definitely some different things. My teammates have never heard of it either before, so
Mhm.
different.
And is Norway, I think I'm getting it mixed. Is Norway like looks similar to Switzerland? I think I might be getting them mixed up. Because I know Switzerland is like people like to go skiing there and
Yeah,
is it similar? I know you said cross country skiing's big, but
yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people doing like downhill too.
mm-hmm.
So we have some stars there as well, but I would say probably a lot the same because Norway is a very like expensive country to be in.
Mm,
Um, so Switzerland is also very much so expensive. So I would say
mm-hmm.
they're probably similar, but I haven't been there more than once, so I don't really know what the culture is like, so I can't really speak on that.
Yeah. Well, I just got a couple more questions for you. So first, what is your favorite memory you've made so far in Nebraska?
Um, I think it might would be we went to like a scary farm,
Okay.
so, like Roca, I think it was called. I think that might be one of them because that's not a thing. Like I don't think fall and Halloween is such like it's not as big at home.
Mm-hmm.
So doing that was kind of crazy and very scary too, because there were like haunted houses and stuff. So this was
Oh
definitely
yeah. And
between
like,
the
what'd you say?
it was definitely like a bonding experience because we were screaming. So
Yeah. Did they have like the corn maze and everything too?
yeah, I think so. I'm not sure really. I don't remember what everything was called, but it was like a lot of people scaring us, screaming.
Yeah. That's always fun. That's always fun. All right. Well, the last question I got for you, unless you have anything else you would want to say, is just if you could tell Nebraska fans anything, it could be personal, it could be about the team, it could be about whatever you wanted it to be. What would you want to say?
Um, Probably that I think Nebraska fans are very loyal, and I haven't gotten to know them that well yet, but I think the whole like culture around sports here is really great. So keep keep doing whatever you're doing.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, anything else you wanna share or add? All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, have a good time at the game and good luck this year.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.